So in the morning we have discussed how to prepare this table, and we have done the first journal entry also. And we have discussed the procedure how to determine the excess money first thing, and then how to decide what action I should take for this excess money. So because I have collected the all amount, whatever is payable with application only, nothing is payable after the application money. So that's why whatever money I have left with, that I have to return. So total amount which I have to return is 18,75,000. And if you will multiply it by 15, you will get the same answer. So now should I move to the second journal entry? Okay. So now see the second journal entry. Equity share application account debit. And on application you have received total amount 30 lakh. So that 30 lakh has to be adjusted or returned to equity share capital account. So whatever number of shares you have allotted, that amount will go to capital account. And rest of the amount, some part is premium because you have issued shares at premium at the rate of ₹5 per share. Securities premium reserve account. Then rest of the part of the amount will go to bank. You will be returning the excess money which you are having through bank account. Yes, please. First see the journal entry. If you have any query in the journal entry, let me know that. Then we will proceed to the amounts. Okay. Fine. So now see, at the time of application, you have multiplied total applications with the money received. Now when you want to decide the capital amount, that will be decided from the number of shares allotted. So multiplied by 15, multiplied by 10, face value is 10 rupees, not 15. So how much will be the capital? Yes, very good. So capital will be 7,50,000. Always remember that your capital will remain always as per the face value. It will never change. Due to premium or due to discount, the value will never change. Now 5 rupees per share is premium. So again I have collected premium on this 75,000 shares. So multiplied by 5. So my premium will be 3,75,000. Yes, please. Got it? And now in the working note, I have calculated how much amount I have to return. So that returning amount I will fill here, 18,75,000. So in this manner, now you can check the totals. If you will do each and every amount with logic. Each and everything will be always clear to you. But you have to be logical that what I am doing and why I am doing this. If you are knowing your steps, you will never get confused. Clear? This way the question is completed. Now we are moving to the next part. That if suppose, see in this question we have collected all the rupees 15 on application, but sometimes we collect the amount on installments. Then what you will do with the excess money, this one, what to do if you are having some further installments also? What are the rules? So first rule is, if the question is silent about the treatment of surplus application money or states that surplus application money will be adjusted only on allotment. Two parts are there. Read them carefully. These are very important rules for all the numericals further. This is one part. Or states only on allotment. And this only word is very important. So either question is saying that you can use the excess money like this one only on allotment, or if the question has not told you anything that how to use this excess application money, then the surplus application money will be used only for allotment, and the balance, if still left, will be refunded. So whatever the money you are requiring on allotment from that number of shares in that particular category, that you will be using on allotment, and the rest of the money which you are having in excess will be returned to the investors. Yes, please. This first rule is clear, or is there any confusion is there? Now see the second rule. If the question specifically states that surplus application money will be adjusted towards allotment and calls, this time question is permitting you to use the excess money on allotment as well as on calls. Specifically, it is permitting you. Then you can use that excess money on calls also. Allotment we can always use. Even if the question is silent, even then we can use on the allotment. But if question is specifically saying, means you can use excess application money on calls only and only if the question specifically makes that clear that you can use the excess application money for calls also. Otherwise, you can never use it. You have to just refund it after allotment. Means whatever you are required to use on allotment, you can use that. Rest of the amount you will be refunding with the letter of allotment. Now see the next question, and we will make the table. Please proceed with me. I will copy this table from here. This working note should be after your main answer, but for your convenience, so that it should be properly visible, I am making it here only for the convenience purpose. Okay, now see, read this question carefully and tell me what number of shares I should write here. First step, what should I do? First step is identification of number of applications received. Yes, application received. So now tell me number of applications received. Yes, very good. So I will write as a total here 30,000. I have received total applications 30,000. Public applied for 30,000 shares. Now, how many number of shares I have issued? Yes, I have issued 20,000. X Limited invited applications for 20,000 shares. So these two are very, very important information for the question. So I can only allow 20,000 shares, not more than that. Maximum allotment I can do for 20,000 shares only. So now I got the totals for these two columns. Now I will read the question further and I will fill up the blanks. So first is saying that and the allotments were made as under. So the applicants for 8,000 shares means those who have applied to you for 8,000 shares, you have made full allotment. So if I have received applications for 8,000 shares, how many number of shares I have allotted to them? They are in the category of full allotment. Yes, 8,000. 8,000 I have allotted. These are totally number of shares. Amounts are not there. Keep it in mind. These are not amounts. It is simply number of shares to be filled here. Yes. Now the second category. Applications. Number of applications in the second category. Yes, very good. Number of applications in the second category is 16,000. And number of shares allotted is how much? Yes, very good. What we technically call it? What we technically call it? We call it pro rata allotment. It is pro rata allotment. It is full allotment. And now the third category is 6,000. No share has been allotted. So it is nil allotment. All the three types of allotment are there in this question. It is not under subscription. In under subscription, your number of applications are less than the number of shares issued. Here your number of applications are more. Yes, please. Still here any confusion to anyone? Now, first check the totals. You have to find out whether any information is missing in this question. First check the totals, whether the totals are correct now. So 88 plus 16 plus 6, it is 30. My total is valid. 8 plus 12, 20. So no information is missing. All the information has been given by the question. So I have completed these steps. Now I will find out the difference. So there is no difference. Means they have paid me application money and all the application money is utilized on the application itself. You will not be having any excess money. No excess. Yes, please. This first category is clear. Now come to the third category first. Third category is saying how many excess, what is the difference? 6,000 minus 0. So the difference is how much? 6,000 shares. And now in the second category, what is the difference? 16,000 minus 12,000. 4,000. Got it? Okay. Now we will do the first entry. Bank account debit to equity share application account. Now, from which column, from where I will be getting the application money? Now depend on the table only. From which column? Name the column. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. So now see the application money per share. Okay. Now tell me whether the share has been issued at par, at premium, or at discount. It is issued at par or at premium. Face value is 10, and when you will check the total of the breakup, that will also compare. So shares are issued at par. So application money is rupees 3 per share. So this number we have to multiply by 3. So that will be our application money. Please do this practice. Lot of practice it needs, and in the same procedure as I am doing. So now next entry is equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Now see the further part. Please now listen very carefully. Please focus on the screen and listen it carefully what I am saying and what I am doing. This 4,000 in number of shares or amount? Keep replying. Listen it carefully and reply properly. 4,000 is number of shares or amount? Yes, very good. It is number of shares. The people have applied for 16,000 shares, but I have given them only 12,000 shares. So, because 4,000 shares I have not issued them, so how much money I am having extra? 4,000 multiplied by 3. 4,000 multiplied by 3. Yes, please. 12,000. Yes, very good. Now, on allotment, how much money I need from them? On allotment, please look very carefully on the screen and listen it carefully. How much money I need on allotment from this category? 12,000 multiplied by allotment money. Allotment money is rupees 2 multiplied by 2. So I need 24,000. It means that I need 24,000 on allotment, but I have only 12,000 extra with me to transfer it on allotment. Now further see the question. Has the question told about excess money anything in this question? How to use the excess money? Has the question told anything? How you will be using the excess application money? So because question is not clearing how to use the excess application money, where I can use the excess application money. Yes. So I can use this excess application money 12,000 only on allotment. Only on allotment. First thing. Second thing. Yes, this point is clear. First tell me. This point is clear. Now second point. I need, suppose question is saying that you can use application money. Suppose excess you can use on allotment and calls. Both. Suppose question is saying this. So I have only 12,000. I need 24,000 on allotment. Would I be able to use some amount on calls also from this 12,000? If the question is not clear, let me know that. Yes, very good, very good. Because I need 24,000 first to cover the allotment. If suppose somehow my excess comes 30,000. If suppose somehow my excess comes 30,000, then how much money I can use on calls? Yes, very good. Then I can use 6,000 on calls. It is not number of shares. It is money that I have got by multiplying this application money. So 24,000 I need on allotment. I will take 24,000 from this money to allotment, and rest of the amount 6,000, because the question is permitting that you can use on calls also. So that's why 6,000 will go to calls in advance. So now this procedure is clear. Yes. And you have to be vigilant only for pro rata allotment category. See, they have paid you full amount, no calculations are there. You can see the table. So first category will never have any calculation. And third category is also very simple. Third category is also very simple. I am coming on that. But the most troubling category is this pro rata allotment. Okay, now how much money I am having for these 6,000 shares in excess? Yes, 18,000. 6,000 multiplied by 3. All amounts to be multiplied by 3 only. 18,000. All amounts need to be multiplied by application money. Only this amount need to be multiplied by allotment money. Keep it in mind. This will confuse you when you will do practice at home. This amount need to be multiplied by allotment money to calculate this one amount. How much I need on allotment. Only then I will be able to know that whether I am having excess money more than allotment or less than allotment. If I am having excess money more than allotment, then two decisions I can take. Either I will be transferring that excess on calls, or I have to return that amount in my second journal entry only. So now what to do with this 18,000? So the action here is transfer to allotment. And what to do with this 18,000? Return. Or you can say refund. Okay. Now see the total of 18,000 and 12,000 will be how much? 30,000. Total of 4,000 and 6,000 will be 10,000. So you can check also 30,000 minus 20,000, it should be 10,000. And then 10,000 multiplied by 3 will also be 30,000. So that way you can cross check your tables also, that whether it is going in the right direction. So now I have to adjust this 90,000 first thing. Now equity share capital amount that I will get from here multiplied by 3. So your capital will be how much? 60,000. To equity share allotment account that I got from table, that 12,000 I have to transfer to allotment account, and I have to return some amount to bank account, 18,000. Yes, please. Now till here, if you have any confusion, you can tell me. So I have transferred this 12,000 to share allotment account. I have transferred this 18,000 through bank account. I have refunded that. So this all has been settled. Okay. Now we will make allotment money due. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. This time we are issuing shares at par, we are not issuing at premium. So now see, this number of shares you have allotted, 20,000. So allotment money will also be due only on this number of shares. 20,000 into 2, 40,000. Yes, please. This one is clear. Now I will receive the allotment amount, bank account, debit to equity share allotment account. Now see, I will show you one calculation. Please look forward to it carefully. 8,000 multiplied by 2. How much money is due from this category on allotment? How much money is due from this category on allotment? First category. Yes, 16,000. And how much money is due from third category? This category. How much money is due from this category? Nil. Because I have not given them any share, then how I can ask them to pay allotment money? So it will be nil. So now take the total here. How much total is there? 40,000. Now how much I will receive? If I am asking them 16,000 to pay 16,000, how much money they will pay? 16,000 they will pay. Question has not told us anything that they have not paid us money. But how much they will pay? Pro rata allotment category. How much they will pay? Yes, 24,000 I need, 12,000 I am having already. So 24,000 minus 12,000. They will pay me 12,000. So total amount received on allotment will be 28,000. Clear? Yes, please. Is this one clear? So this is all about calculations. After this, there will be no trouble for rest of the entries that you can simply do. Full amount due and full amount will be received. But till allotment bank account, some calculations are there. You have to practice this a lot today.